You don't hate your life. You're just burned out from surviving it. You're not lazy. You're in shutdown mode. And what's worse, the system is designed to make you believe it's your fault. Because here's the thing. The modern world has tricked us into mistaking exhaustion for failure and numbness for weakness. But today, this isn't motivation. This is the exposure of a truth buried under centuries of silence. We're going to unravel the strange science, the forgotten history, and the invisible weight you've been carrying. This is the story behind your burnout. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. Let's start here. Have you ever wondered why you feel tired, even after sleeping? Why even simple decisions feel like pushing a boulder uphill? It's not just stress. It's not just overwork. You're stuck in survival mode, a state designed for wild animals, not 9 to 5 employees. In 1911, physiologist Walter Cannon discovered something terrifying. Your body can't tell the difference between a lion chasing you and your boss's email. It responds the same way. Adrenaline, cortisol, hypervigilance, shut down digestion, mute the immune system. Go, go, go. Now imagine living like that for 10 years. But here's where it gets wild. In 1982, researchers in East Germany studied factory workers. Despite 8-hour workdays and normal routines, nearly 70% showed neurological symptoms of war veterans. Their brains were rewired for survival, panic, fatigue, emotional numbing, without a single bullet ever being fired. Sound familiar? You weren't meant to respond to financial ruin, performance reviews, family trauma, and world collapse with polite emails and endless productivity. You're not broken. You're just stuck in survival mode, and the world keeps rewarding it. Let's rewind, because burnout isn't new. It just used to be called something else. In 1869, American physician George Beard coined the term neurasthenia, a mysterious epidemic where people couldn't function despite no visible illness. They were tired, anxious, detached, angry. He called it a disease of civilization. But here's the twist. The people who had it? Writers, teachers, factory workers, mothers, immigrants, survivors of societal pressure. But instead of asking why these people were breaking down, society medicated them, institutionalized them, shamed them. Fast forward to today. Same symptoms, new names, burnout, anxiety, depression, low motivation. But underneath it all, it's still this. A soul screaming from being asked to survive in a world built for machines. Let me say something radical. You can't positive think your way out of burnout. Because burnout isn't about attitude. It's about neurological depletion. When you're in survival mode too long, your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus, emotional regulation, creativity, literally goes offline. Your brain reroutes energy to the amygdala and limbic system. That's not laziness. That's your body prioritizing survival over career goals. In 2005, a study at the Karolinska Institute found that people with long-term burnout had brain scans similar to those with traumatic brain injury. Yes, burnout injures your brain. This isn't about mental weakness. This is about an overloaded operating system trying not to crash. Let's talk about survival debt, not financial debt, nervous system debt. Every time you suppress emotions at work, say yes when you mean no, hold back tears in a grocery store, force yourself out of bed without understanding why you dread the day, you go into nervous system debt. And like credit cards, that interest adds up. But here's what no one told you. Even if your trauma isn't big, chronic microsurvival adds up. It builds into emotional flatlining. The smile you force, the joy you can't feel, the hobbies you don't enjoy anymore, they're symptoms of emotional bankruptcy. And the worst part? You're praised for it. You were told that rest is laziness, that slowing down is weakness, that not doing enough is a personal flaw. But did you know, in ancient Egypt, workers were legally required to take multiple rest breaks in the sun to prevent soul sickness? Their employers believed that burnout made people spiritually unstable, not inefficient, unwell. Compare that to today. Skip lunch. Ignore your body. Hit the deadline. Smile through it. We don't rest because we're healed. We rest so we can keep performing. Burnout isn't failure. It's a system built on your ability to override your own humanity. Healing isn't glamorous. It's not bubble baths and vision boards. It's lying in bed and letting yourself feel the grief you've numbed for 15 years. It's shaking in a therapist's office, remembering a moment you were told wasn't that bad. It's learning to rest without guilt. It's feeling safe in your body for the first time in your life. And the truth? You can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. That's not poetry. That's neuroscience. Your nervous system needs safety cues to shift out of fight or flight. Real food, real connection, real sleep, slowness, time. You don't need more motivation. You need permission to be human. Here's what you were never told. Burnout isn't just an individual issue. It's collective. You were raised in a world that profits from your self-doubt, that praises you for ignoring your body, that convinces you healing is selfish. But healing isn't selfish. It's rebellion. And when one person stops surviving and starts living, they give others permission to do the same. You aren't failing. You're awakening. And that's terrifying to a world built on your silence. Here's what you were never told. Burnout isn't just an individual issue. It's collective. You were raised in a world that profits from your self-doubt, that praises you for ignoring your body, that convinces you healing is selfish. But healing isn't selfish. It's rebellion. And when one person stops surviving and starts living, they give others permission to do the same. You aren't failing. You're awakening. And that's terrifying to a world built on your silence. Narrator, calm, powerful. You were not designed for this pace. You were not built to survive nonstop. You are not a machine. So if all you did today was breathe, then you are not lazy. You are healing. Comment below if you felt this. Not the words, the silence between them. And if this video found you, maybe you were meant to finally feel seen. Like, subscribe. Share this with someone who's trying to survive alone. They shouldn't have to.